Still trying to go live. Oh, yeah.
We're live.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's Madison Chase, and this is It's Your Entertainment Source and News Option. And today, we're talking about Ellen DeGeneres and Titi Pierce. I want to make sure I say her name right. Go ahead, Steph. You take it away. My girl, Steph Z, all the way in Wickety Wick, Wisconsin.
That is me. Yeah. There's mad people. People are mad at the Ellen show, which is crazy. So I'm going to read the story, and I'm going to give you the details of what happened. And then I have a couple yes or no questions for you, Madison, because I want to know, is TT a little bit too uptight? Or did somebody mess up here? Did somebody mess up, and should something have happened so that things like this don't continue to happen in the future? I don't know.
Real quick stuff. This reminds me of the story with Zendaya and Juliana Rancic. It's reminiscent of that book.
Oh, with the dreads, right?
Yeah, with the dress. Like that guy. But anyway, so yes, go ahead, Steph. Take it away.
You planned that hairstyle, didn't you? All right, so pretty much I'm going to read you what has been reported. So this is not my opinion. This is exactly what's been reported has happened. A Georgia woman got mad over a joke that Ellen DeGeneres told on her show. In fact, she's so upset she's suing the talk show's producers for allegedly damaging her good name. Are you ready?
Okay.
Ellen, now DeGeneres show. Ellen has a lot of funny little segments, like what's wrong with this? It's Ellen. She's a comedian. She's funny. She's lighthearted. She's one of the most kind people in the world. She likes to have fun on her show. So she has this segment called What's Wrong with These Signs? And Ellen showed a real estate sign advertising a real estate broker named Titi Pierce. That's you, man. You're ringing. You're blowing up. So,
is it gonna stop? I stopped my phone.
You gotta hit stop on your computer, yo.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
Stupid person calling me?
That's all right. See what happens when you go live? This is what happens when you go live. This is what happens when you go live.
You know what's funny? The funny thing is, it's a white guy that I met at the gym, and he likes my braids.
He did what? He liked your braids?
Yeah, he was trying to talk to me. I was like, really? Okay.
I love that you're like, this white guy, he don't got braids. That was code for white guy don't know braids. Anyway.
Okay, go Steph. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So anyway, so the realtor's name was spelled Titi, and then her last name.
Go again. Titi.
And her last name was the word Pierce. So Ellen pronounced it as Titty Pierce, and she made a joke about it, which I think is funny. My opinion, fine. I'll keep my opinion out of it. It's not time for my opinion yet. But Pierce says in her lawsuit, no one has ever made such an error in her 35 years on planet Earth. Who knows what other planet she's been on, but on planet Earth, apparently no one's messed it up.
Nobody's messed up her name.
Well, she says, as such, she's suing for defamation and invasion of privacy. The realtor says to add insult to injury, she was on her way to a funeral when the segment aired, and she got lots of mocking calls on her cell phone. She also says the name calling led to immediate ridicule and laughter from the show's live television audience. Pierce says she suffered emotional distress, embarrassment, and anger. So Madison, with all that information.
Okay, wait, before you get to that, where did this story come from?
TMZ, which is very credible, and I also got it on a couple of my other prep sites this morning.
Okay.
There are a bunch of lawyers there. They know this. If it's on TMZ, I believe it.
It's credible, yes. Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there, but go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, it's not like the Inquirer. It's
okay, yeah.
So, my question to you is is it okay to play a prank on someone you don't know?
Okay, so the question is it okay to play a prank on someone you don't know? So we have to answer yes or no. And I think I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not a complete yes and I'm not a complete no, because I'm not TT or Titty or whatever, however she pronounced her name. And I don't know. I think it's okay to play a prank when you know someone's backstory, you know? And I think because they're in a complete other state. She's in Georgia, Ellen's in California, and it's not like she knows her personally. I think it's okay to play a prank on someone, but someone's name could be a very sensitive subject. Even though she's saying she's never been teased before and no one's ever messed up her name, I doubt that. And if she's African American, we go hard in the paint when we make fun of people. Like, we go all the way in. So if she's ever gone to a comedy club, I'm sure people have made fun of her name. So I think if I were TT, I might be mad. But since I'm not TT, on the outside looking in, it is funny. It's a funny joke. But if I'm TT and you messing up my business and I'm on my way to a funeral and I get all these calls about, like, I'm already in some kind of headspace about going to, so I could see why she would be mad. So if I'm TT, I'm going to say, no, it's not okay for you, especially when you have a huge platform like Ellen. It's different if you're in a comedy club and it's spur of the moment and the waiter or someone says, here's your drink, TT, and then the comedian makes fun of the name. Then it's different because it's that instant. It doesn't live forever. But now this joke is going to live forever and ever and ever and ever. And Ellen's got a huge platform. So I think it's definitely okay to play a prank on someone if I'm Ellen Degeneres. But when you're making fun of someone's name and using it as part of your joke, and I've gone to a lot of comedy clubs and I've seen a lot of comedians. I've taken a stand-up comedy class. And I'm the person that I don't necessarily enjoy when comedians make fun of people, whether it's, you know, even when pretending.
So you're on the fence. You're on the fence.
I'm gonna say if I'm TT, definitely no, it's not okay. But also, if it's a thing that's happening instantaneously and it's live, then yes, it's okay. But because Ellen has such a huge platform, no, it's not okay.
Okay, so I'm going to flip the script on you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say yes all the way around. I'm going to say that, number one, it's okay to play a prank. Loosen up, people. It's a prank. We've all gotten made fun of. Number two, if I personally am on the way to a funeral and I start getting text messages that Ellen Degeneres made a joke that I was a part of, that's going to make me smile. That's what Ellen does. She lightens the day. She lightens the mood. She is so good at doing that. And I'm going to know Ellen is a household name. Everybody knows Ellen. If you start taking Ellen too seriously, man, we are in bad, bad shape. So I'm going to say I would be flattered. I would think it was hilarious. Now, do I think that there should be some type of clearance for all this to happen? Who knows the rules of what happens on shows and stuff like I can understand her being like, yeah, it was funny, but it would have been cool to know.
Wait. Steph, now you're saying you would laugh, but think about if that was someone that was like a parent that passed away and she's on the way to her mom's funeral or her dad, you know what I'm saying? And you have a really tight relationship.
I would see it differently. I would see it as whoever just passed trying to make me lighten my mood and know that it's going to be all right.
I got you. Yeah, and that's what I agree. I agree with that. That's definitely a different perspective. That's why I love this show. It's yes or no. Okay, so what's your second question?
My second question is, should TT get paid?
Oh, hell, that's a hard question. Should TT get paid? I think it depends. Like, if her business is affected, because here's the thing about press and about media. Now people know TT's name. So if TT starts making some extra money because Ellen Degeneres just gave you a huge commercial,
huge,
yeah, millions of people now know your name. No, I don't think she should get paid. But if TT people start thinking, oh, I can't take her seriously for business and she loses money, then TT should get paid.
Right. But I mean, I'm with you. But yeah, number one, TT can't prove that. Number two, if someone doesn't want to list their house with TT because Ellen mentioned her, come on now. That gets a come on now. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, I agree with you.
I think she needs to learn how, like some people that are not media savvy, like you have to learn how to spin negative publicity into something positive. Like
I put pictures of boobs on her real estate signs. She needs to start putting little boobies on her real estate signs and saying, as seen on Ellen, to get you a new home, fair and square.
Right, with TT, yeah. But I agree. I think if she knew how to spin it, like, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not gonna sue you, Ellen, but I need to come on your show. Like that's what I would do. Like, Ellen, I think you should apologize to me in person, Ellen DeGeneres. My feelings are really hurt right now, Ellen DeGeneres.
Is this your TT voice?
Kitty, it is TT, Ellen. Like that's what I would do if I was TT. Like we need to call TT and be like, TT, don't get mad. Get on the show, make some money. That's
you know what? It's so funny because my question number 3 was, should Ellen invite TT on her show? And now Ellen is a classy woman. Ellen is fun. She's classy. And now I'm going to throw down the gauntlet. And I'm going to say that within a month, TT will be on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Oh, this is good. This is nobody's talking about this. I definitely think Ellen should invite her on the show. So I'm going to say super duper califragilistic espialidocious. Yes, Ellen should have TT on the show. And then the whole lawsuit thing would be squashed because whatever her business is and whatever she was offended by, if she feels like she's about to lose business, I think she could actually gain more business because you have a huge commercial on a national television show where
go ahead, sorry.
It could increase her business.
Right. And it's a good story. It's a good, we're just making fun. Wow, maybe it was bad timing. Come on my show. Let's squash it live. And let's give you a little plug so you make out at the end. And that's how people should resolve conflict. Not just throwing lawsuits at each other. Or not just because Ellen's famous, being like, I'm going to sue because she's got dollar signs.
Yeah. But I think if she had dollar signs the other way, she could actually, benefit. And that people who may not have known about her as a real estate agent, guess what? Now they do. You have a whole new audience of people because Ellen's audience is so huge and so diverse. You might be selling a house to someone that loves Ellen, because they thought it was funny. So there you have it.
You know what? If I was in Georgia and I needed a house, I'd be calling Titty.
Yeah. I would call Titi Tittie too. I sure would. Yeah, absolutely. So
you should on the signs be like TT, otherwise known as Titi Pierce.
Right. As seen on
like ring around a boob and
it's okay.
We are here for you, TT. We are here for you. And again, one on a serious note, TT, we're sorry for your loss. Whatever was going on there, we're not trying to impose, make fun of. We're aware of that. We're just trying to keep it all in good fun here.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Steph. Like, I don't know who passed, and I know for me, having lost a lot of people in my life, that's always a serious subject. But then I think you have to look at, like, God works in mysterious ways, and maybe that was his way of saying, hey, you know what? They're with me. And like out of all the times, out of all the signs that you could get, somebody makes fun of your name. And I agree. Like I definitely, hopefully thinks that she, I would think that she would take it in a light moment. But if she didn't, like I said, it depends on who actually passed and how close that person was to her. But
Right, right. No, I agree with you, man. All right, well, those were my 3 questions for yes or no in regards to Ellen DeGeneres and Titi Pierce.
Titi Pierce, I love it. So you can find me on YouTube at One Matt Chase. Like and subscribe, and I'm also on Instagram at One Madison Chase. I'm on Snapchat too. I think that's it. And you can check out my new website, MadisonChaseMedia.com, and of course, MadisonChaseFitness.com. And I think that's it. And yeah, Instagram. I said that. Yep. Steph, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at IAMSTEFZ. That's I am Steph Z, and that Steph is with an F. You can also subscribe to my YouTube page, as I will post these there well, which is Steph Z TV. So it's just STEFZTV. Super fun talking about Ellen today. Let us know what you think. Leave comments, questions. We'd love to know your feelings on if Titi has her titty in a bunch or if she should get paid.
Yeah. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you, Madison.